God, I'm thinking. Oh. Need help. Help! Oh my God.
This is on YouTube. I'm DLAKE for PREZ, reporting for the MediaSpeaks.com. It looks like it's possibly just all me today. DLAKE for PREZ. I haven't heard back from Sam. And Kyle's doing stuff with Megan's dad. It's his birthday. And I'm watching a link that Kyle sent to me of Quicksand, of a girl sinking in quicksand. It's Krystal quicksand scene. Oh my, she's sinking in the quicksand. Oh my God. It sounds nothing. It does not. It doesn't. Does it sound pornographic? I'm not really sure.
Oh my God.
Oh God. It's so deep. Oh, you're sinking.
Oh.
Oh. Kind of nasty. Ew. Yeah. What else? Oh man. Oh. Oh.
Go deeper. Oh my God.
Oh, it's so good. Going deeper. Let's go back to that.
Here.
You can help, but you're not helping. Why aren't you helping? You could be helping, but you're not helping.
Out. Oh God. Oh my God, it's so deep. Oh.
Oh my God, it's so deep. Oh. Oh. Oh God. Hey, anyways, did I already mention that I'm DLAKE for PREZ, reporting for the MediaSpeaks.com, David Lake of the Media Speaks, and that Kyle and Sam are not here. I did send Sam the link, so possibly he could be joining us. Kyle, to my knowledge, is too busy to be joining today's show. It looks like it could end up one of those awkward, just DLAKE hosting a show by himself type shows. But that's cool, because today's show is all about awkwardness. No, I haven't got any messages from Sam. Today's show is titled Call Me Caitlyn. Call Me Caitlyn. And DLAKE to undergo race change. That's right. We're going to get into DLAKE wanting to undergo a race change. And also Call Me Caitlyn. So let's get into Call Me Caitlyn. What the hell does that mean? Well, similar to the Krystal young lady. She's trapped in the quicksand. This week in the news, on the cover of Vanity Fair, Bruce Jenner, former Olympian, says, "Call me Caitlyn." Call Me Caitlyn. By Buzz Bissinger. With photos by Annie Leibovitz, famous photographer. Man, she was just taking pictures for Star Wars, the new Star Wars. I have a person of an Arabic name adding me to their page on YouTube. Some other stuff we're going to get into. On today's show, Call Me Caitlyn. Right. Thanks, Bruce. Bruce Jenner. During the full interview, they started out saying that there's a generational divide. We remember the 1976 Olympics. Do we? We do? If you are like 50 or 60 years old, maybe. Because I was, I'm old guy, and I was just born around. I was a little baby back then when Bruce Jenner won the Olympics. Or maybe you know him from reality TV, which I don't per se without looking it up on YouTube. But we play a brief clip here. Bruce Jenner.
The Olympics, 1976.
The interview earlier this year with Diane Sawyer.
In the decathlon, 10 events.
Oh, look at him go.
Ancient Greeks as the highest test of human
Ancient
endurance,
Greeks.
raw, masculine
Oh, they were a
power.
bunch of homos, weren't they?
The challenge of speed,
Wait a second.
stamina, daring.
The ancient Greeks were a bunch of faggot homos, according to like Al Sharpton, right? The racist. Okay, well, whatever. He's all for this. He's like, I support Bruce Jenner. So heroic.
Brute strength, precision,
Brute
once
strength.
again.
Yes.
There he is,
Look at those
flying
shoulders.
over the hurdle.
What a man.
His personal record
Hurdles.
shot put. An explosive
Shot put.
in the discus.
Discus. Javelin.
In the ninth event, the javelin. Hurdles
Oh,
toward
the javelin.
In the decathlon, the body is screaming for mercy. It's another good one. It's not going to be a good one. It's beyond 220 feet.
Oh! Now, like I said, I was just a little baby when Bruce Jenner accomplished all this in the Olympics. But growing up, when I was younger, what I do remember is a video game called Track and Field. Here's the poster. Kind of looks like Bruce Jenner right there, doesn't it? That was, you know, like the top of the video game. See? There's the stand-up game. Dude, I used to approach a game like this, not in a place like this, but, you know, it was like a family fun center. And kids would play with pencils. They had all kinds of techniques for running faster. I mean, people my age will remember this. They'll feel the nostalgia here, the long jump, the hurdles. And then let's go back to Bruce Jenner winning all those events.
The 10th and final event.
Back in 1976. 1976, DLAKE. Yeah, so there might be a, you know, a generational divide according to, you know, the show on 2020 or whatever with Diane Sawyer or whatever. And, but the internet does give us flashbacks to the timeline of reality. And that's something that I wanted to point out on today's show, that the internet is like a flashback to the timeline of reality. And like, it's weird when you start to go down rabbit holes of like the presidencies and the presidential legacies and Obama with his Obama trade and TPP, but you compare it to like what Bill Clinton was doing and now Hillary Clinton is running, and like what about when Rand Paul was on the Morton Downey Jr. show? I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's it's like stuff you don't remember. But anyways, Bruce Jenner came into the interview. Bruce Jenner is 6'2". I'm 6'2". DLAKE for PREZ. And 3/4 giving orders. Kind of like the guru from Gangstar. And we're going to get into my race change operation coming up. But let's play a little bit more of Brucey here.
Forced to run yet
I mean, Caitlyn. I mean, well, yeah. Here we go.
again.
This was the Bruce Jenner interview. Titled that on Loki Fairuz's page. This is before Bruce said, "Call me Caitlyn," but we're on the timeline of reality here on the internet. Here we go.
His competitors
Yes.
go down, writhing in agony.
They writhed in agony. He's like, "Oh, they're little bitches. I'm a woman."
Unbowed.
Yeah, he thought he was a woman back then. Look at that guy.
The champion of this
Yeah.
event.
He's like, "I feel like a woman." Oh, well,
Greatest
the
athlete
wonderful shoulders and underarm hair for a woman there, buddy.
You were the world's
Nice short shorts.
Athlete.
Did the short shorts was it the short shorts? Was it the short shorts that made Bruce feel like, thanks, U.S. Olympics, for the short shorts? He thought he was Wonder Woman.
Ford.
Yeah,
You see what?
a confused person at that time, running away from my life, running away from who I was.
With fear?
Big time fear. Yeah.
Oh, he's already let down the ponytail. P.S. I'm sort of at a early segment in the video that you can watch for yourself. It's a full almost an hour and a half long video, hour and 23 with Bruce Jenner interview with Diane Sawyer. But I'm gonna play a little bit of this. Here we go.
Scared to death. Didn't know what my future held at that time.
Help everybody struggling with what this is.
That was me.
That is me. That is her.
Her.
And people have to know
That was me. That was her. Okay.
so that you can want
We're also we're segueing into this could be a mental illness.
to identify as a woman and still.
Kick butt.
But the man who loved competition was already in the 11th Olympic contest. His life. For the next 4
Okay, generational divide. All you youngsters, you know, you have to go back and watch this video to review all this guy's history. You weren't alive back then.
years wrestling an inner conflict, a torment, through marriages to the women he loved, raising children he could not bear to hurt.
Ooh.
And finally, as an elusive character on that reality show in which
An elusive character on that reality show. Sort of glaze over that part where he's sitting there with his legs crossed with his weird attire.
For fame. We told him there's a lot of skepticism among people watching him tonight.
People who are convinced that this is a stunt to promote the show.
Oh, no, we would never do that, Diane. Are you telling me I'm going to go through a complete gender change, okay, and go through everything you need to do that for the show? Sorry, Diane, it ain't happening, okay? Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Look, if I want to be a woman, this is how I talk. Okay? Okay. Okay, Diane. Okay. Now, this picture and the cover of Vanity Fair made a lot of news this week. President Obama, Hillary Clinton, they all came out and said that Bruce is, you know, very courageous to make this, to undergo this change, to make this change. And I wanted to point out that Annie Leibovitz is an excellent photographer with the lighting and the, you know, was there photoshopping? I don't know, but Caitlyn, Bruce underwent facial reconstruction in which he actually had a panic attack, sort of semi-fainted, had a panic attack. They blamed it on the medication, undergoing the facial surgery to make him more woman-like in the face. The hair is easy. Hair is easy. Watch any Hollywood movie. Ask Nicolas Cage or Bruce Willis or any number of actresses or black women, or ask 8 Mile loans for weaves. Go ask them. Hair is easy. We can give you long, extensuous, beautiful, luxurious woman hair. You know, you can have the best hair. Okay, so then you got to do the facial structure. Then reportedly, Bruce Caitlyn already had the manly Adam's apple shaved down. You know, that lump in your throat, that Adam's apple. You know what? I actually don't really have a very pronounced Adam's apple compared to, like, you know, I don't know, fucking Howard Stern or someone else like that. Maybe I could get mine shaved down. I wouldn't even need that. I mean, you know, I'd have to shave down my big beard, of course. You know. Let me go back to me. I don't really have like a big pointy, you know, like a big Jewy Adam's apple or anything like that. Kind of like this big German beard, though. I definitely have to shave that. But shaving hair and, you know, changing my look to not look like WKRP in Cincinnati would probably be much easier than, you know, making the conversion to woman. But we're going to get into my personal transition that's coming up, my race change, because I want to change races. But we'll talk about that after we talk about Caitlyn just a little bit more. You know, it's just me today on the show, so I'm trying to keep it live and interesting and fun. So let me go back to screen share. Call me Caitlyn. Now, one thing I can point out about this picture is that great job by Annie Leibovitz. Hey, why don't you put your big man hands behind your back? All these hormones you've been taking, we can see that your masculine shoulders are still sort of there, but sort of eroded away. Like, luckily you're but between age and the hormone pills, all your Superman Olympic track and field masculinity is eroded away. You have what appears to be a bulge in your crotch area that's tucked in. Did you ice? I just wonder if Caitlyn iced. Hey, Caitlyn, did you ice? Did you ice before the shoot? Did you ice up? Do you know what icing is? Icing, I guess you could say, is probably the opposite of fluffing. Fluffing would be, you know, you get a fluffer to chub you up, bulge up your package, bulk it up, make it a little bigger, puff it up. Icing would be the opposite, shrinking. I'm sure the hormone pills make it easier to shrink. Put some ice on that, shrink everything in that unit area down so it's easier to tuck and package. So your manhood looks more like a vagina. And then cross over your man legs, and I guess you had some boob surgery done too. That's easily reversible. Once you get your cock chopped off, then everything is just not quite as reversible. Bruce Jenner is not a woman. Wait, today's show is called Call Me Caitlyn. I'm sorry, I don't know if we can call you that. Bruce Jenner, Bruce. They Call Me Bruce. Also a movie. Not about Bruce Jenner, but a guy that wanted to be kind of like Bruce Lee. But Bruce Jenner is not a woman. He is a sick and delusional man. What? Over 74,000 shares. Matt Walsh's article on The Blaze. I'm only going to cover a little bit of this, but on Friday night, a mentally ill cross-dresser named Bruce Jenner was interviewed for 2 hours during prime time about his plan to gruesomely mutilate his genitals into a macabre pseudo-medical ritual often erroneously described as a quote-unquote sex change. He detailed his decision to Diane, Sawyer, calmly declaring, "For all intents and purposes, I am a woman." Did we get to that part where he said, "For all intents and purposes, I am a woman"?
We're doing this for publicity. Yeah, right. Oh my God, Diane, do you have any idea what I've been going through all my life? And they're going to say I'm doing this for publicity for a show. Oh my God, there's lots of shows out there.
Yeah, but they think that
I understand what you're coming from.
Yes, but there's a shameless selling of everything these days, and these
I know.
shows
I
are
get that. But what I'm doing is going to do some good and change the world.
It's going to do some good, and it's going to change the world. Now, if you're conservative or Republican that doesn't feel good about this, then you're just a weirdo, wacko, bigot, racist, stupid motherfucker.
Really firmly believe that we're going to make a difference in the world with what we're doing. And if the whole Kardashian show and reality television gave me that foothold into that world.
The Kardashian show, the new political religion, the Kardashians.
To be able to go out there and really do something good, I'm all for it. I got no problem with that. Understand?
And he says his story tonight.
No, I don't.
So many.
Explain it to me, you stupid motherfucker.
Transgender Americans all
700,000 transgender Americans. 700,000. Wait, where's my sound effects? Come on, Google. Oh, you piece of junk. I don't see my sound effects on today's show. Anyways, I want to do a laugh track on that one. So I'd have, it'd be like, please give me a break.
Around us. People of powerful talent and also vulnerability. Suicide, murder, discrimination.
This is so hard.
Homelessness.
I'm transgender.
Ridicule.
Yeah, okay, so suicide, murder, homicide, ridicule, rape, what?
But I'm excited to start my new life as a single middle-aged woman, said Bruce.
Jenner says he can't speak for all of them. He just hopes his decision to come forward will help.
And the period in which you were treated as a joke was getting you ready.
My whole life has been getting me ready for this.
So basically, everyone in your life that you've ever met in your life is to blame for this. So, who do we blame? Do you like that's the wrong way to look at it. Anyways. Let me go back a little bit to this article. People are flooding Twitter with praise and adulation for Bruce Jenner. He continues to prove what it means to be an all-American hero. Bruce Jenner will hashtag Bruce Jenner. We learn from you to be courageous, funny, and to be our authentic self. We love with love and go for it! Exclamation point, said Billie Jean King. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who plays that I am the one. Know what motherfuckers would. Billie Jean. We're still gonna. I keep preluding my race change, but anyways, Billie Jean said that we learn from you to be courageous, funny, and to be our authentic self with love and go for it. That has a bunch of people love it and start it or whatever. I don't know. Everyone seems to like those comments. I don't know if this show is going to be long enough to get into UFO hacker Gary McKinnon, who talks about his NSA hack. But if you've never seen that or heard about that, please go watch that. Bruce Jenner says, "Call me Caitlyn." You know what? Since I feel that I have to be the one to get into my thoughts, feelings, and opinions on this. I heard I think it was Savage, said something like he's a sexual libertarian. And according to the Nolan chart, I am 100% top of the diamond libertarian. Saw some other people posting some shit like, oh, libertarians think that, they're completely free, even though they're totally oppressed. Some bull crap like that. I don't know, but it's like, yeah, I mean, that's what we're fighting, you a-hole. We don't want big government. We don't want the state and the central government or a global government, as is the case with the TPP. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that after my race change, and also egg shortages. So forget Bruce Jenner, okay? Bruce Jenner this week made headlines on the cover of Vanity Fair, posing as a woman. Now, if you read the first few paragraphs of that Vanity Fair article, you'll realize that, well, he did pass out from a panic attack getting the facial reconstruction done to look more like a woman with a woman's smile. And, of course, I already said that the woman hair is easy and a woman jawline, and he's already previously had the Adam's apple shaved down. And then obviously he got boob enhancements. He got a boob job. A man got a boob job. He was, I guess he was taking hormones, so he probably already had a little bit of fluffation of the mammary gland action or something of that nature. And then he puffed it up artificially with boob enhancing. I don't know if it was saline or if it was silicone, or obviously silicone. That's so 80s. I'm sure he got the saline, went in through the belly button, so there would be no, you know, nipple scarring or anything like the old porn days when you could obviously tell that the chick had a boob job because her nipples had like a big giant scar underneath them. And it's just like, okay, people realized in the porno world, which generates, you know, like 90% of all fiscal GDP. No, but yeah, we don't want to see the scarring. So doctors figured out how to go through the belly button or whatever. But whatever. Okay, Bruce Jenner got this section. But I wanted to point out that he has not yet undergone the wiener removal. He hasn't undergone the chop. He hasn't undergone the turn your penis into a vagina. He hasn't undergone that ritual or that surgery or that sex change or that sexual reassignment or transition, or he hasn't gone from male to female. He hasn't doing an old Chris Farley bit, but it's hilarious. But and I can't. Where's my sound effects? I needed a laugh track right there, but I didn't get it. No one's watching, so I have to create my own audience. No, I feel like what I'm saying is funny. Hopefully you do too. Leave it in the comments if you watch this show later, which I'm sure everyone will. It's cool. It's all good. I mean, with a title like mine and a great show like I do, obviously and importantly, there's going to be a lot of people watching, paying attention, wanting to know more about Caitlyn, Bruce Jenner, and all this other
It's
stuff.
not just the last few years as they've been treating me as a joke. My whole life has prepared me for this moment. So I want to take advantage of it, and I want to do the right thing and be true to myself.
This is the last TV interview.
Exactly, and so do I. You know what I'm saying? I'm DLAKE for PREZ, and so do I, and I'm DLAKE, as you can see right there in the lower third, that I'm DLAKE, and I'm saving up all my money. I can barely pay rent, but, you know, I'm saving up all my money to undergo a race change. That's right. I think it'll be good for me. I want to be a black. That's right. I want to be a black person. I know I look white, but I want to switch from white to black. I've looked at some of the tattooing options, but those don't seem very good. And I've looked into some of the chromosomal, like, I don't know. You know how Michael Jackson sort of went from like a dark-skinned black guy to like a white guy? Or like some sort of, he kind of just looked like a Disney character near the end. Don't hate me for that. I love Mike. Love Michael. Billie Jean. I already did that. Okay. I love Michael Jackson. I love him. I love the old black Michael Jackson. And when I undergo my race surgery, I want my nose. See, I'm already trying to practice the voice. I want my nose to be much flatter and thicker, like broader across, wider nostrils surgically. My cheekbones might need to go up a little bit. I'll shave all this because I want it to be dark and curly. And forget this crappy white man's hair that's going bald. I want a big, thick afro. Maybe not that big. No, I want a Big Daddy Kane flat top. The more I think about it, I want to be like Big Daddy Kane. And I'm going to get a gold chain like Big Daddy Kane. And everything I say will rhyme when I say it on time. And then I'll get a job on MSNBC. Because I'm not a rat. I'm a cool alley cat. My name is Al Sharpton. No, it's DLAKE for PREZ. Anyways, I want to undergo a race change. Not so that I can divide race in America, but so that I can show the equality in America. Because ever since I was a teenager, I was a wigga, one of those wigga kids. Listen to that hip-hop rap music. I was wanted by the PMRC and Tipper Gore, Sam, for writing explicit, dirty lyrics. When I was in elementary school, me and my friend had to go to the principal's office for writing actually it was a rock song, but it was like a rock song. So we liked all the rockers, and but it incorporated dirty, explicit lyrics. I was in the principal's office for my explicit lyrics. Have you ever been to the principal's office for your explicit lyrics in elementary school? I don't think so. Or maybe you were. Thank you for watching. So we have that in common. And also, so basically I want to be a black person. I feel I have a lot in common with them. And I went to the prom with a black girl. I was in an interracial relationship. And all my favorite comedians are black. I mean, forget that sounds like Caitlyn Jenner saying, all my favorite people are women, so I feel like a woman, so I should just transition into that. If I'm like, my favorite narrator of all movies is Morgan Freeman, and I want to look like him. It's not really going as far as the Tiger Man who tattooed his face and transformed his teeth and his piercings and all that to look like a tiger. It's just more like I want to have a cool afro, and when I talk like a Morgan Freeman, I want people to recognize me. I'll even get little tattoo freckles on my raised cheekbones and my strengthened black jaw. And maybe we could do it with this hair, but we're gonna have to perm my whole mustache and all that. It's ridiculous, right? I mean, Jesus. Anyone watching is like, is this guy fucking serious? They're commenting right now. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking serious? Yeah, I'm kidding you. I'm kind of joking in a way to make you see how ridiculous. No, but I mean, what if my story, what if my race transition was the top headline news right now? And you'd be like, this is a distraction. Well, what's it a distraction from? Huh? It's only a distraction if you're distracted, right? Well, what's going on with the TPP? DLAKE? Huh? What about that? Why don't you cover something fucking serious? Okay, well, WikiLink says the TPP and the blah, blah, blah. And the da-da-da. George Soros is, he's bankrolling Hillary Clinton and the other possible Democratic frontrunners in their fight in voting rights cases. That's a bunch of garbage and bullshit. And, oh, 2 girls, 1 cup. Okay, we can't talk about that. Sinking in the quicksand. Real quick, I'm going to step away while we get back to the girl, Krystal. She's sinking in quicksand, everyone. She's sinking in quicksand. And if Bruce Jenner says, call me Caitlyn, and I want to be, undergo a race surgical change to make my skin dark, I want to be like, I don't want to be too dark. I don't want to be purple. I don't want to be like African purple. Okay. I'm not going for that. And I don't want to be like too light skinned that, they won't accept me. I want to be somewhere sort of like in the middle, chocolatey, just like the perfect shade of chocolate. Like not Wesley, but not Denzel either. Somewhere more like, just that perfect chocolate mix. What's that guy that was in 8 Mile and a couple other movies? No, you know how I want to look like? I want to look like the Falcon. Yeah. I want to look like the Falcon. Yeah. That's my perfect shade of chocolate.
Quicksand was so thick. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh God. I can't get my eyes out. Oh my God.
Okay, if you're just listening on audio, that's a girl sinking in quicksand, and you are not helping her. You're in no ways concerned about her fate. Okay. I just clicked on a link. Egg rationing in America has officially begun. I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about Gary McKinnon's extraterrestrial discoveries. I think I'm trying to close. I have so many links open, like Vanity Fair, Call Me Caitlyn. I think we already talked about that, so I'll leave it open, but close it. This guy that joined my page, scribbly face, should open this in Chrome and translate it. His name is Rahib or something. Straight dope. My cat catches and eats mice. Eats them from nose to tail, except he won't eat one organ. Something smooth and gray-green. What is the thing he won't eat? I found that actually looking up, what is that one body part my cat won't eat? Because my cat's caught a large mouse or rat this morning. It looked like a giant mouse, but it could have been a rat. I mean, it's hard to tell the difference at that size. And there's always, this weird gray kidney bean shaped thing that they don't eat. So I find that interesting. We're going to talk about stitches, bricks in your face in a little bit. Track and field, we covered that. The Bruce Jenner interview, we'll keep that open. Billie Jean, Elizabeth Perkins says, what a profound, courageous, and amazing person Bruce Jenner is tonight. I give him all the support in the world. David Lake has courage and strength for wanting to be black. This shouldn't only inspire the black community, it should inspire all of us, said Kim. David revised the statement. I'm going to play this 1-minute clip real quick of Bruce Jenner.
I was probably at the games because I was running away from a lot of things. Very, very proud of the accomplishment. I don't want to diminish that accomplishment. The last few days of doing this shoot.
Yeah, I don't want to diminish the rap album I made as a white guy, but the rap album that I made after undergoing my race change into becoming a black guy. Obviously, now that I'm black, my new rap album is obviously much, much better. Even my jump shot and my slam dunk has improved. I mean, I can't slam dunk all the way, but I'm getting really close. I mean, my white man's disease has improved as a result of me transitioning into a black person from my race change. Thank you.
Was about my life and who I am as a person. It's not about the fanfare. It's not about people cheering in the stadium. It's not about going down the street and everybody giving you that a boy, Bruce, pat on the back.
That a boy, Bruce.
Okay. This is about your life.
What?
Bruce always had to tell a lie. He was always living that lie. Every day, he always had to.
Okay. We're going to have to get back to this article about Bruce Jenner not being a woman, but being a sick and delusional man. Because at this point, Bruce is referring to himself as the old Bruce in the third person, as he is insisting that he is taking on the persona of Caitlyn. Okay. I mean, that's called a split personality. And I heard this week that, you know, I mean, who was it? Old Man Savage said that back in his day, you know, this type of behavior would be in a mental institution in a straitjacket, maybe a loony bin with no name tag. It is worth noting, too, that it doesn't generally require courage, bravery, or strength to do something that is sure to result in television deals and roaring applause from a sea of adoring fans, including President Barack Obama, who said he applauded it. Usually, courage is not defined as the willingness to endure immense popularity, esteem, fame, and profit. Oh, courage is not defined as that. I'm not saying this was all a marketing ploy, but his bank account and reputation are certainly reaping the rewards. So heroic. No, let's get to the yet he will receive no such help because that would hurt the transgender. Okay, look. Forget all that. I've read the whole article. Everyone go read that article. It's on the Blaze. It has over 74,000 click-throughs and shares. Bruce Jenner is not a woman. He is a sick and delusional man. And I'm really disappointed in that article because that's trying to tell me that I cannot be black. Even if I undergo the color change surgery and the curly hair application and what else do I need? I might have to undergo some sort of gender reassignment as well to be black. Yes, I will need a thickening and lengthening of the penis surgically to undergo my race change. I'll take that big black one in the corner for my reassignment. I mean, is Bruce like, I will have the, I will take the, let me see. I'll take the which one? I was going to say, I was thinking Jenna Jameson, but then Lonnie Anderson popped into my head. But I was thinking about, what's her stupid name? I'll take the Pamela. Bruce Jenner wants the Pamela Anderson vagina. When he goes, he's like, I want one that'll take a big one, like a big Motley Crue kind of penis. Amazing. I still have one person watching. That is incredible. Thank you for watching. If you want to join the show, dial 1-800-DLAKE for PREZ. The number 4, PREZ, on your phone right now. Okay. Yeah, it's just me today. Kyle's not here. Sam's not here. I'm hosting the show by myself. I keep going back and forth between screen share. It's like, DLAKE, this is neither funny nor interesting or anything good. Well, have you heard about Gary McKinnon? I'm going to play some Gary. Here we go.
I mean, if I was to go and look for pictures that you've described, I'd make blooming
That's the guy interviewing Gary.
Sure that I could record everything that happened on my
That's
machine.
Gary.
Yeah. Is there a way to do that?
I think there probably was a screenshot function in Remotely Anywhere, which I didn't use. And I'm sitting.
Gary is someone that I found in a video. I was cruising through videos, and he was labeled the #1 hacker. He basically was infiltrated military NSA. It's kind of pre-NSA computers with his off-the-shelf software, where he found computer and military executives that just had blank passwords, default, and he was able to get onto their computers as a hacker. And some of the stuff that he did that led to a lot of the stuff that we hear in the news now is what I wanted to point out and get to. So I'm going to play a little bit more of this and just pay attention to what Gary is saying here to the interviewer.
Bedazzled, you know, thinking, crikey, this really is looking weirder and weirder the more that comes of it. And also, I thought that I was safe there. I didn't think I'd be caught, you know, 3/4 of the way through of looking at the first picture I'd looked at. And also, I was amazed that it was how she said it would be.
So you were cut off while you were looking at this picture. A few months later, you were caught. What happened on that day?
National High-Tech Crime Unit knocks on your door early in the morning.
Okay, and just to delve into his particular case, just a teeny little bit, he was on these NSA computers searching for information about free energy, government testing. He found testing about anti-gravity matter and other stuff that to the public, he says it just gets trickled down, but it's not stuff that we know about. You know what I mean? There's so much more advanced stuff that could mean free energy and not paying like these extreme medical bills or you know, energy bills. Anyways, like we're paying too much for and not getting enough. That's the bottom line.
I'd been asleep for about an hour, I think. So I was very groggy.
You weren't up all night hacking?
I was, yes. But fortunately for me, they've been monitoring me for 3 months beforehand and saw that I wasn't doing damage, that I was snooping around. So it was good in a way. Yeah, that was March 2002. And they said, oh, you might get 6 months or so community service. Next thing I know, November 2002, 6 months has turned.
So 2002 is a little bit of a flashback, but I find a lot of what he says coming up really relevant. So I'm going to keep it playing.
Into 60 years in an American jail.
Why do they think that sentence is suitable for you?
They've written some new cybercrime laws, and when I was following my case and following the changes in legislation and even the minute changes made to the legislation, I'm sure my case heavily affected the new cybercrime laws in America. I think they're peeing their pants. They're incredibly scared that their computer systems are so easy to get into. And so rather than stop the...
He just said they're peeing their pants. Can we hear that again?
Legislation and even the minute changes made to the legislation, I'm sure my case heavily affected the new cybercrime laws in America. I think they're peeing their pants. They're incredibly scared that their computer systems are so easy to get into. And so rather than...
And I think it was just last week or the week before, Kyle Phillips and I of the Media Speaks were discussing a guy that was on board a plane, and while he was on the plane, he was able to hack into the plane's flight control systems through the entertainment system, and he managed to fly the plane sideways. Okay, he wasn't, and then the FBI was looking into him. He wasn't trying to, 9/11 fly the plane into the side of the building or anything like that. He was just trying to point out the vulnerability that if someone did want to do a 9/11, they possibly could, based on the vulnerability that he was able to expose. And but I guess that's an unfair comparison, because Gary McKinnon wasn't trying to expose a vulnerability, and I'm sure lawyers would argue this, he was exploiting a vulnerability in his attempt to find out more about what the government had to say about UFO and alien and alternative energy projects.
And stop the bad practice and increase the security, or employ proper IT people instead of training up military personnel. They're trying to scare everyone away from not doing it. So I'm the anti-hacking poster boy, you know.
That's why you think they're trying to impose such a serious sentence. Why are they saying they're imposing such a serious sentence?
They say I've damaged every machine I was on.
Is that possible?
Well, I mean, yeah, you could have done, but it wouldn't have been in my interest. I wanted to maintain a quiet presence. Also, they say that for it to be an extraditable offence, it has to be worth a year in prison. For it to be worth a year in prison, it has to be $5,000 worth of damage.
Oh, okay. I let it play this far, so I got to play the rest of this particular part where he explains that how they came to that, estimate of $5,000 worth of damage for it to be, like an offense. Because in his case, that wasn't really possible, so they're stretching a little bit to try to convict him in that manner.
As if by magic, lo and behold, every machine I'm on is $5,000 worth of damage.
$5,000 worth of damage to each machine.
Yeah.
Is that possible? How much were those machines worth, do you think?
Well, crikey, I mean, in America, PCs are even cheaper than they are over here. I'm sure they probably cost about $500.
But these are military PCs.
My PC cost about $1,500, nowhere near $5,000, or else I probably wouldn't have it.
Military PCs.
So there's a good chance that they're not standard. And
well, if they weren't standard, they wouldn't have had blank passwords and been running Windows and connected to the internet.
I have Windows. I try to use passwords for everything. Thank you, Gary. Thank you. And thank you all for watching. Seems we have even more viewers now. Whenever I see that, I always try to spiff up. Oh, we have more viewers? Oh, I feel like the Daily Show all of a sudden, Jon Stewart and this, that, and whatnot. But let me get to something serious here. I get posts from my friends all the time. Like last weekend, I was discussing Stitches, the rapper named Stitches, with my buddy Wei-san, Jai. And maybe we'll get to that and call that entertainment here in the next 10 minutes. But right now I want to discuss my friend Monarch has been following for months now egg rationing in America, and it has officially begun. It is important to understand why. Do you remember during the Ebola outbreak when my friend told me they are running trial bioweapons and that Ebola was an example of one designer bioweapon? And you can catch that on the Media Speaks. Monarch was actually a guest on the show. She said we'll see the release of the agricultural bioweapons soon. Here's one of them, the egg shortage. This is not your average outbreak of bird flu. She's been following this for a long time. She bets some of the labs and agencies responsible for engineering Ebola are also in on these bioweapon releases as well. She knows they are. She sees what they're doing. She's seen it for way too long. I said, cool, thanks. I'm prepping for the show, and this all sounds very interesting. She said it all ties in. So much to do about the bird flu and nothing. It's crazy. It's done on purpose. They kept it quiet for months. What the hell are you talking about, DLAKE? All this conspiracy theory talk and all this talk, all this conspiracy? Sounds like a bunch of CT. Conspiracy theory. Well, I don't know. Let's take a look at the article. Egg rationing in America has officially begun. In recent days, an ominous sign has appeared throughout Texas. Eggs are not for commercial sale. Read warnings. printed on traditional 8.5 by 11-inch pieces of white paper and posted at H-E-B grocery stores across Texas. The purchase of eggs is limited to 3 cartons of eggs per customer. H-E-B, which operates some 350 supermarkets, is one of the largest chains not only in the state but in the whole country. And it has begun, as the casual but foreboding notices warn, to ration its eggs. Now, just real quickly, I think I'm probably like possibly the lowest on the food chain when it comes to this, because I usually only buy 1 carton at a time. But we're talking about other stores and such that want to buy it in bulk. And we saw earlier this week about all the foreigner liquor stores and liquor/food stores that are buying people's E.B.T. cards for cash, giving them the cash to go buy alcohol and drugs that they can't get on the E.B.T. card. Then the store owner takes the E.B.T. card, buys food and drink in bulk at the Costco and the H-E-B and the big stores, buys it in bulk, then sells it marked up at a profit at their own stores. And there was a crackdown this week on a bunch of stores. Forgot what city that was in. Was it Detroit? I forgot what it was, but they're cracking down. But I reported earlier about the Detroit weave loan store, so I don't know what to tell you. Detroit's fucked. As of this month, some 46 million chickens and turkeys have been affected, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the USDA. Nearly 80% of those are egg-laying hens, a reality that has been crippling for the egg industry. But it's becoming increasingly clear that it isn't merely those who produce eggs that will suffer. Those who eat them will pay a price too, and that's a link. The wholesale price of eggs sold in liquid form, aka egg beaters, the kind used by large food manufacturers. And yeah, so I don't really get breakfast at this one place near where I work that serves it, because I think they use pre-egg beater. Like, if I order eggs at your restaurant, I don't know. I need to see some fucking eggshells. I want the shell to be broken at your establishment. I'm not saying I want the, it doesn't have to be like Fuddruckers with the giant, they had to shut that down. Remember when Fuddruckers used to have the gigantic sides of beef like in the front window? Like, hey, our beef is like 100%. Here's the sides of beef. That got shut down. But that Fuddruckers that I'm talking about is still there, and it's fucking delicious. I'm going to go there for lunch tomorrow. Fuck you guys. Given how fruitless efforts have been to confirm the flu so far, it's hard to imagine the system will be flooded with a fresh stream of eggs anytime soon. It seems likely, in other words, that grocers will begin rationing eggs too, before H-E-B is able to sell patrons as many as they wish to eat. With the wrinkle of bad news, the idea of a national egg shortage, which was once uttered as though it were a mere apocalyptic musing, is suddenly looking like a real possibility. You know what? Forget an entertainment section. It's just me today. This whole entire show, to me, at least I feel, has been pretty entertaining since it's just me. But let me end today's show by saying that What was once uttered as though it was a mere apocalyptic musing? What was once uttered as a mere apocalyptic musing is suddenly looking like a real possibility. What was once uttered as a mere apocalyptic musing or conspiracy theory, if you want to call it that, is suddenly looking like a real possibility. Like a real possibility. I should title today's show, Call Me Caitlyn, Real Possibilities. I saw another post about Caitlyn Jenner where it was a picture that said the back cover of the Vanity Fair article. And on the back cover, it was like you could see Bruce's back and a cock like tucked up underneath the butt. Like he folded his whole cock. Remember how I was talking earlier on the show about icing? That's about shrinking your penis down, you know, so it won't show up so much on camera. Not that I've ever done that. I'm DLAKE for PREZ, reporting for the MediaSpeaks.com. Today's show, Call Me Caitlyn, DLAKE for PREZ to undergo a race change. I'm going to be black on next week's show, even if I have to Ted dance in this bitch.